All right, we have our final little video for test number 2. What do we have here? Well, out here we have something. Where are we in this flower anyway? We are low on the pistil. And so well, this must be what down here? It must be the ovary, yes. And what are these guys here? They are ovules. How many ovules do we see in this picture? 2. Here's one, and here's the other. It's kind of like two heads back to back. It's kind of like the neck and the head and so forth. And something's developing in each one. We'll talk about that in a second. But 2 ovules in an ovary. If all goes well for an ovule, what does it develop into? A seed. What about the ovary? Develops into what? Fruit. Yeah, ovules inside an ovary develop into seeds inside a fruit. Let's take a look at this picture here. It shows an ovule in perspective, a drawing. Again, a neck, a head, and an opening. What's going to go through that opening if all goes well? Mr. Pollen Tube. What's the name of that opening, by the way? A micropyle, yes. And so if all goes well, a pollen tube will enter the ovule through the micropyle. And so finally, here's an ovule up close and personal. We see part of an ovule over here, but here's a complete ovule. Here's kind of like the neck. Here's like the head. There's the surrounding what over here? Ovary, yes. And so something is developing within this ovule. What is it? It is what we call the what? An embryo sac. An embryo sac. Yes, indeed. So an ovule with its embryo sac. And last thing, we need to keep track of chromosome numbers of nuclei. So we see all these nuclei out here. What is their chromosome number? It is what? 2N. 2N. As well as these out here that are part of the what? Ovary. And so ovules, the ovule tissue, the nuclei are what? 2N. What about the nuclei inside this embryo sac? What is their chromosome number? It is what? It is N. So these are 2N out here. These are 2N cells. These are N or haploid cells in here, inside the developing embryo sac. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your ovule slides.